Well, I have had a really lovely day today. After sorting out all my ministry stuff and all pan paperwork and all of these things, I finally can tick off my list. Went to meet my new friend Sharona, and we went to get the Tel Aviv City card, which basically, if you live in Tel Aviv, you can get this card, which just gives you discounts to everything. So you really just have to know about this stuff. And basically they're going to post it to me, but there's a whole thing with the post box. You have to have your name on the post box. It's not enough that it's got your address on it, which says, apartment 5 and, block 10, this street. No, you actually have to have your name on the mailbox or you might not get your post. Now, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that, seeing as I'm only living in this flat for 5 weeks. And it's something to think about for future, just subletting. But anyway, we'll worry about that near the time. It's a free card, so whatever. Anyway, so then Sharona and I went for lunch and she invited her cousin to come and join us. And he's a lawyer and he's lived here since he was 5. And anyway, he was really like, oh my God, you're new, Ola Hadasha, which, new immigrant, you've just arrived, new Aliyah, we must have a drink. So he basically bought us a shot of tequila each to have as a chaser to our nice salad lunch, which is really fun and really nice. And then he's like, oh, come up and see my office, I've got more drinks. So after we finished our lunch, we went up to his beautiful, beautiful office, which overlooks Kikar Rabin, which is Rabin Square. And basically I had a martini, like a neat martini. It was actually quite a lot. So that was all very merry and very nice. And he was really lovely and, just another new person that I now know. So thank you, Jacob. And then I was just saying bye to Sharona and I bumped into 2 friends of mine, Liz and Simon, who I honestly haven't seen in years in England, mostly because they've been living in Singapore for a few years. I didn't even really kind of know. And they were here with their baby Aliyah, who's gorgeous, and they're here for another friend's wedding, someone who I knew when I was 16 from tour. So Mazel Tov, Josh. And basically we ended up just going for a walk, and they needed to find somewhere air conditioned and nice for Eliana because it's just so hot. So we went to this soft play in a shopping mall, and they kind of took it in turns. One of them would go in and play with Eliana and the other one would come and sit with me, and we'd have a good catch up and coffee, and then they swapped over, and it was honestly so nice to see them because Liz I went to school with and Simon I knew from when I went on tour, and they're together, but I actually know them both kind of separately, but also together, and it was just really, really nice afternoon, nice surprise. So you're in the vlog, guys. So yeah, and now I've just got all ready and I'm going to this cocktail festival at the Hatakana in Neve Sedek with Sharona and Nicola and Candice, and then we're going to this bracelet bar later, and goodness knows what's going to happen. So that's my story. I'm waiting for the bus. Again, this time I know the buses are actually running, and it should be here any minute. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. And God, there's a lot of drinking ahead. And I already had 2 drinks today already. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's the end of my night. It is now 2:30. I'm pretty tired. I've had quite a few drinks. Basically, we had a really, really fun time at the cocktail bar, and Nicola and Candice came to join us, and we saw this other girl, Rachel, who I just met, who's really lovely, also used to work for UJIA. And her boyfriend, and then Masha, my friend from primary school, who's actually been here for years and years. I saw her, which was so lovely. She's actually moving to Hong Kong though next month, so I'm glad I saw her at least once. So we had a really fun time, and then we went to the bracelet bar. And basically we had these green wristbands from the cocktail party, and it turns out the bar was using paper green wristbands as well. So very fortunately we managed to sort of sneak them in, and then just be yeah, can I have a vodka and Diet Coke? And it was absolutely fine. So it was really fun. We met up with all the other guys from the All-Pan. Someone was celebrating their birthday. Andrew, happy birthday. And yeah, just had a really ridiculous night, really fun. It was so crowded though, and I had on sandals, like open, like toed, open foot sandals. And I honestly just felt like my feet were going to be trampled on the whole time. So a lesson I've learned from this is I think I'm just going to wear like trainers or buy some sort of like more closed shoes, because I just feel like my feet needed some protection. And plus loads of people spill all their drinks all over you and it's just like literally on your foot, just disgusting. Anyway, but all in all, it was a really just brilliant day and brilliant night, and now I've got to go to sleep because I'm going to go look at another flat tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to Jerusalem for a Shabbat at Rebecca's, which will be really, really lovely. So, Lila Tov.